This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless Beer Review. We get into the vinyl stuff that we picked up. Just trip out here to California and that whole thing, and that's pretty much it. I don't know. This is a little bit different of an episode that we're doing this week, but that's pretty much what we're just going to talk about. We're just two dudes shitting around this episode.
Two dudes shitting around.
Just kind of warming up for the main episode because we're in punk season. But I guess let's just jump right in. Well, actually, while you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. Tell your friends, share all the posts. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And yeah, my name is Tyler, and we out there hundreds of miles away is Jeff. So there you go. Intro's done, out of the way. Let's get into the Fearless Beer Review. What do you got today, Jeff? Go.
Blonde honey. Blonde honey. Nope. Get in my cool little fridge there.
Yeah. That's something, dude.
I have a Pizza Port beer because I went to California and didn't go to Pizza Port. But now I have a beer.
And you did not pick up a beer from, a Pizza Port beer from over here.
California honey, blonde ale, baby, like that. Now, one of our customers works in some capacity for Pizza Port, and always comes in and says what's up, and always brings a beer. Always brings a beer.
Nice guy. That's a nice guy.
Nice guy. He's actually opening up his own bar / record store soon.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
You and I have talked about that off the pod.
Cool.
So
yes.
Maybe a collab.
Cool.
Maybe a collab. Who knows?
Maybe a collab in the works. I got my Pizza Port beer with my BJ's glass.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've had this.
I don't think I've had it either. I think I've really only had their IPAs and their reds, but that's about it.
I think they've had this beer for a long time though. But
sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's a blonde ale, right?
Blonde ale.
That's what it's called.
Easy peasy. What is it, like 5%?
4.8. 4.8, dude.
Go, dude.
4.8, dude.
All right. So I have something from a local brewery. What's new, right? Brewery X, baby. Brewery X. This one's called Hot Pipes. So the liquor store near my house just got this 2 days ago. So it's brand new. It's fresh. The canned on date is, let's see here. This is hard. 9/20/24. So just a few weeks ago, this baby was canned, and brand new. So it's not on Beer Advocate. So there you go.
9/20.
It's a West Coast IPA, 7% ABV, and talked a lot about Brewery X on this pod, and we're gonna keep talking about that.
Look how crazy that is.
That stupid refrigerator behind you.
Love it, dude.
Redonkulous. I have my Pizza Port glass, my Pizza Port Star Wars glass right here. You see this right here?
That's pretty cool glass there, dude.
It's a tap. This is from like 2014 when they were doing the Star Wars promotion. So
you have so many glasses. It's ridiculous.
I have a lot of fucking glasses in my house.
You have so many glasses. You have zero fucking organization in your Tupperwares.
Oh yeah, you were upset about my Tupperwares.
Absolutely wild over there.
Well, we'll get into that soon, I guess. So you ready to start drinking?
Anything like it in my life. Yeah, that's why I pour my fucking beer. I'm
go.
not pouring just look at it. I'm pouring fucking drink it. Fucking guy. Oh, good tink. Good tink.
All right. So what do you think of your honey blonde ale?
I'm not sure yet. So I like honey a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the two things that I associate with honey the most,
peanut butter,
are like dinner rolls, and like tea when I'm sick, when I have a sore throat. Those are the two things I associate with honey the most.
Dinner rolls, huh? That's a new one. I thought like biscuits.
Like Hawaiian rolls and honey.
No, I was thinking like
biscuits too, but like Hawaiian rolls and honey is just on the. Come on,
I've never had that, but that sounds delicious.
I literally just take the Hawaiian rolls, I tear them in half. Yeah. I take my thumb and fucking make a big old like crater in there on both sides and just fucking juice it up like a swimming pool. And then I make a little honey sandwich and just eat it.
That's so much honey, but it sounds delicious.
But the peanut butter honey is good, yes. But like the two things I like honey with the most is my tea when I have a sore throat, and then the Hawaiian rose.
Hawaiian rose.
But this,
Hawaiian
rose. I don't really taste a lot of honey here.
You usually can't, and those like honey blondes, you can never taste the honey. But it's okay.
It's not that old. Late July. This is canned on.
Not terrible. Mike would have sent it back, but
I mean, it was canned late July, and then had to get to Arizona, right? So That's not that bad.
Not-
It's
not
not
bad.
That's not old. That's not old.
It's okay.
But it's fine. It really just tastes like a blonde ale, just like a run of the mill blonde ale, which is still good, drinkable.
Not bad.
It's crushable.
Crushable.
Yeah, crushable. Yeah, I'll drink it.
So we
But,
have a 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer you're going to continue to drink, 1 is a bad beer but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. So what would you give your honey ale, honey blonde?
It's a 1.5. Nothing wrong with it. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with
I
it.
think I'm drinking it. I got 2 of them, but I'm gonna give one to Sloan. So wouldn't drink it again.
One's going to love it. He's going to say it's amazing.
But it's fine. Peachport makes good beers.
They do.
Sometimes they make great beers, but they never make bad beers.
Never had a bad beer. No, you're right.
Never had a bad beer, and this is good. It's good. It's fine.
Very good.
Good.
Very, very good.
Very good.
All right, so my Brewery X, my hot pipes.
Pipes.
This is good.
Let me see that can again. Hold it up.
It's a speedboat on a lake.
Eh.
Not their best cover art, but this one doesn't have a lot of flavor. I was expecting a little bit more hop, little bit more bite to it. But it's okay. It's okay. I bought a 6-pack of these, so I'm gonna have to drink them all. But that's okay.
Damn.
Because once again, Brewery X, they don't put out a bad beer. They just don't put out a bad beer. So even if you buy a 6-pack of them, it's gonna all be good. And this is all good. But yeah, just not a ton of taste. This is very crushable, actually. It's actually very, very crushable because it doesn't have a lot of bite. So yeah, if you're into that, get into it or check it out. And I'll give this after this 6-pack, I'll never go back to it, but it's good. So I'll give it a 1.85. 1.85 out of 3 for me.
1.85. That's pretty close to it too.
Pretty close. But see, after the 6-pack, I'll never go back.
Then like maybe 1.5. 1.85 is like, man, there's this one thing off about this. Otherwise, I'd be going back to this.
It's the bite. It just doesn't have a ton of flavor. At least it doesn't have a bad flavor. It's not a ton of flavor. It's very light. And for a 7%, that's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. So very, very crushable, smashable.
Very, very smashing pumpkinsable.
So let's move on. Unless you got anything else.
Let's move on. No.
All right. So you were out here in California this last weekend. We were supposed to go work at the Pumpkin Drublic, but
Ooh.
we just decided, fuck it, we're not gonna go work, and we're not even gonna go see the show. So we just fucking hung out and drank way too much beer, ate a lot of pizza, hung out with some friends we haven't seen in a long time, and just watched all 11 Star Wars movies, watched Wedding Crashers. Normal weekend that we would do if I was out in Arizona.
Yeah.
A few more extracurriculars.
It's just fine. The shows I don't know. I honestly don't regret not seeing them. I regret not working, but I don't regret not seeing them.
Yeah.
Because that's just not the NoFX I want to see. I don't want to see clean cut, trying their best to keep in time, not drunk, passionate, crying NoFX.
Yeah. And so on Sunday night, the final show, we ended up just, renting, or I guess, renting is the right word. Or watching the final performance live stream, bought that. And we were pretty toasty ourselves. We turned that into Stein night. So we got my big ass fucking Steins out that hold like 3 beers. And I guess mentally we kind of thought, oh, we're just having 1 beer as we're chugging 3 beers. And we were fucking drunk on Sunday night. It went from like good minor buzz all day to drunk and crying during NoFX. That's what it went. That's where it ended up. Yeah,
that's where it ended up.
I got teary eyed. Tammy was crying. She was in the corner crying.
I was crying.
Yeah, something.
I had actual tears. I didn't just get teary eyed. I had actual tears.
I got teary eyed.
They didn't run down the face or nothing, but I was wiping them. Wiping them.
It was fun though. It was a fun performance. I mean, very sincere. And then after reading all that stuff that came out today in Spin Magazine, that whole, did you read that whole thing?
No.
It was a lot.
I skimmed.
It was a lot. But yeah, after reading how like they pretty much haven't been getting along since like 2008, since George Bush lost won the second election. That's when everything started to go downhill. for the
I
band.
think I read too that when like I think Smelly moved to San Diego or something, and it was hard to get practice time in and studio time to have him drive up, and
Melvin.
that's pissing off Fat Mike.
Yeah.
Either or, but really, Melvin's like disposable for sure. But like the only people that you can't get rid of obviously is Fat Mike and then El Jefe.
Yeah.
That's it. Everyone else is disposable.
I would agree with you. I mean, you throw Josh Freese on drums and you kind of wouldn't know the difference. I mean, Smelly's a great
Not at all.
drummer. He's a fucking great drummer, great punk
Yeah,
drummer.
great drummer.
But I mean, Josh Freese is good too. Brooks Wackerman's good too. So
Yeah. So I get it. You know, you're the one writing all the fucking songs all the fucking time.
mm-hmm.
It's a little tough. It's a little old.
But I mean, seriously, the reading what Fat Mike was saying about the whole situation compared to the other three guys, like all the other three guys were completely on the same page. And then reading Fat Mike, he was just so arrogant. And we've all kind of like known that over the years. But damn, dude, he's so arrogant. Came off as such a dick in the end. But what do you expect, right?
No Effects is Fat Mike. Fat
It
Mike
is.
is No Effects.
It is.
You take like it's like Bradley Noel, right? You take Bradley Noel out of Sublime, and it's just like Sublime with Rome. Now it's gonna be No Effects with whoever the fuck you want to put in there.
Yeah. Mark Atkins.
Like, no, you don't have to be a dick about it. Yes, true, but you don't become like Fat Mike in a figurative and literal sense by being nice to people. You don't build and run an empire building or being nice to people.
No, you're right. You're right.
And he's honest. He's honest.
He's honest. And
He's an honest douchebag.
but I mean, you could see the decline in music post Wolves. I mean, as much as I love Coaster, I get, you know, the difference in style and sound from Coaster onward. And I mean, you could see the decline in his health, like all the stuff you would talk about in the media with all of his rampant drug use after that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
Yeah. Wolves was like their last great album.
I think objectively, I don't know. I really love Coaster. I really love Coaster.
I mean, you love Coaster, but like you're in the very few minority. It's not a bad record. They don't have very many bad records. It's not a bad record, but it's not like, come on, that's silly boy talk. War and Errorism, that was Wolves Part 2. Nothing really crazy about that one.
After Wolves? Errorism? No. Errorism came out before that, right?
I thought you were looking at the sky or something. I want to look the same way you do, but it's your opposite.
Yeah. It's opposite day.
So, well, yeah, no.
I know. I get it. I know what you're saying. I know.
Because when you look to your left, and if I look to my left, it's actually on the screen to the left, but it looks like it's on my right.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Riveting for people who aren't watching the video. Even for people watching the video, it's probably fucking terrible.
It's hard to fucking it's hard to like I don't know, process that information instantaneous.
Wow. There you go, dude.
Hold on there, dude. I'll get it instantaneously.
But yeah, no. So we watched that, and really this whole weekend was based around No Effects. And the only reason why you came out here was because you and I were supposed to work all 3 days of this festival, and then it became 2 days, and then we'll get like a guest pass on the final day. And then it changed to, well, let's work 1 day, and then we'll get a guest pass for the final day. And then we found out no guest passes at all. We're like, oh, fuck it, we'll just work 1 day. And then that became no days. So.
And then Tyler made me call in for both of us because he was too chicken to do it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't want to. If I don't have to call in, I don't want to call in. Somebody else can do it for me. I don't care.
And you didn't do it.
I know, I didn't do it.
So that was nice.
And I have no shame. No shame.
And you have no shame. Absolutely.
No shame at all.
That's good. That's great. Good.
Good for more for me and you.
Good.
But anyway, yeah, we did that. We watched, like I said, 11 Star Wars movies. I realized today what we should have done after we finished the 11 movies, because we actually went back and watched, we went back and watched Solo, I think, or Jedi. I don't remember.
I think we watched.
What did we go back and
Revenge of the Sith?
That's right. Yeah, we watched. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. You're right.
We wanted more. We wanted more Hayden.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what we should have done is, if we ever get to that point again, we should go and watch the Ewok movies instead, and just really fucking, punish ourselves and watch those.
Those are on Disney.
Yeah, both of them.
Those are on Disney. And
have you watched them as an adult?
Yeah, friend of the pod, Flat Earther Nick. When he comes over, he always makes those are like his favorite movies, and he makes me watch them. I'm like, dude, you're something, baby boy. You're something. You're something.
He's an interesting guy. There's no way he really.
Guy.
There's no way he thinks that thinks those are the best movies or his favorite.
I don't know if that's like a con or like a joke, but he watches them every single time he comes out here, and he comes out here like 3 times a year.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny because one of Sloane's friends came over and his name was Josh, and we have another flat earther Josh friend who's kind of like a little nut. And so Sloane's friend came over named Josh, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like your friend stopped by. That's nice of him. He's like, yeah, he's a little weird. I said, why? He's oh, like he thinks the government controls the weather. I was like, oh, he's a nut. Tight. Like, okay, I see what's going on now. I see what's happening now. You guys just have nut friends.
Yeah, but yet he doesn't feel that same way about Nick. Or
he thinks Nick's a nut for sure.
Okay. Does Nick listen to the pod?
No.
Watch the pod? Okay.
Even if he did, I would still call him a nut. He knows he's a nut.
He's a cool dude.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
He's really, really, really nice. I like
him as a person. It's just like how anybody would think their politics are one way. I think they're crazy. I think it's flat. I've never seen it otherwise. Like, I don't know what it looks like.
No, it could be flat. We don't know.
To be fair, I've never been in space. If there is a space, it could be water. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know for sure. I think I've also never seen a giraffe in real life, so I don't know if those even exist.
Never seen a giraffe, huh?
Nah.
Never been to the zoo?
Not in that capacity. I think the last zoo I went to was the San Diego Zoo. I want to say I went with Taylor, and that was just like, oh.
You didn't do the safari park? Like, because it's like connected. Because that's where I saw a giraffe, was the safari park there.
Never seen a giraffe, never seen an elephant. I've seen lions, I've seen tigers, seen bears, I've seen monkeys, all different types of monkeys.
Okay.
Polar bears. Seen a lot of marine life.
Seen that?
Yeah, never seen a giraffe. Giraffes are fucking cool, man. Those are like the coolest of the cool.
They're really cool.
Why are the neck so long? How did they get so long? It's crazy.
Why is their tongue blue? I don't know.
Why is your tongue blue?
Blue, yeah.
It's not fucking blue.
Giraffes' tongues are blue. I'm telling you.
Let me get my fucking giraffe tongue.
They're blue. I'm telling you, they're blue.
Okay, they can be black, blue, purple, or pink.
They're blue. Different colors. They're blue. Can't believe you've never been to the safari park there in San Diego. Never been there. It's actually a little bit underwhelming because you take the tour around like this like prairie kind of thing, but because it's so big, like you don't see a lot of animals, and most of the animals that are there are gazelles anyway. And because they don't release the lions and shit in that area because they're just going to eat the gazelles. So it's just like riding through watching like mainly those types of things. And then they tell you that they keep the lions and shit downwind so that the gazelles and all those other animals are on alert so that they don't get lazy. Yeah. So they're always running. I thought that was fucking so cool. Fucking fascinating.
So like also like nut friends Josh and Nick, they all go hunting a lot. Yeah. And because they work in Wisconsin, they go hunting a lot. And they only use bows because they said we're not pussies, we use bows. It's like, well, okay, that's fair.
I'd respect.
I can't. Yeah, I wouldn't hunt anyway because there's no way I can shoot something, dude. It's not my thing. Yeah. There's no way I could cut something open like that
unless I have to. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it for sport.
Even then, dude, like I would exhaust all other resources possible until I had to like shoot something and then knife it and like skin it and cut it open. Like, I would have to be fucking starving. I just know. And I'm a pretty good gardener, so I would just garden until I couldn't garden no more. But anyway. They're talking about how smart these animals are, and like they can smell you even if you're like a mile away. They can smell you based on where the wind's going, and if you're like downwind or upwind from them, like they'll smell you a mile away. You'll never ever get them, and you can smother yourself and all this other shit, but they smell you and they don't give a fuck, and they'll avoid you like the plague.
That's so cool.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Like, so how do you kill them then? It's patience, and sometimes they'll be out there for fucking 6 hours and not make a goddamn sound. Like, you're crazy.
That's nuts. Or you watch those like fuckers like up in the trees and stuff. Like they have those like
scissor
lifts that go up there.
Yeah,
that's crazy and all camouflage.
These guys climb. And they build.
We're not talking about Mark and David, right?
No. Talking about Flat Earth and Nick and his cousin Josh.
Because Mark and David do that shit too.
I don't know if they do like the.
Because I know David listens to the pod, and he'll probably get on our Discord and start typing away like, "Well, actually, I do this. Actually, I do this. This is what we do."
I remember Nick and Josh built, or they somehow like with using like real skin from deers they've already killed. They built this fake like female deer. Mm-hmm. That way, like the male deers were like kind of like smell it a little bit.
Yeah.
And they'll come and try to like have sex with it, and they just wait there and like wait for a male deer to come up and then try and shoot it. But you can't just like shoot it with the bow, right? Like if it hits him in the back legs and take off, it's gone forever. You never fucking see it again. So you got to hit it so like it wounds it, but you don't want to be like a dick about it, right? And it has like slowly bleed out and shit. So I don't know, man. It's wild.
Yeah,
that's wild.
It is.
I wish I knew how to hunt, but I don't. I've got a gun, so I could probably just shoot one from far away. Pew, 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 pew.
The fucking geese flying by or something, or whatever birds you have flying over.
I'd rather skin like a large animal than a small animal. Small animals, I feel like if I shot like a squirrel and I had to skin it, that'd be really gross.
Well, that shit would just explode if you shot it.
No.
I mean, I guess it depends on what you. Yeah, I guess. Well, it depends on what you shoot it with, but
like shooting a large animal somehow is easier in my mind
because it's not like cute and fluffy like a squirrel or a raccoon or something.
I don't know. I guess just like all the guts and insides are so tiny that they all look the same. So you grab them all with one hand and rip them out. And the way they tell me they skin these things too, they just like grab like the nards of it and just kind of like rip it out, and, like fillet it and open it up like this, and just grab the nards and just rip it downward. Like, what do you do with this stuff? He's like, you throw them on the floor. Fucking another animal's gonna eat it.
Critter's gonna eat it.
I do. That's so nasty.
Well, like you and I were, we were talking about something this weekend. We were talking about hunting. We were talking about Mark going out hunting because Mark's fucking wild. Like he's like a fucking wild man. And our friend Mark, and yeah, we're talking about him and David and one of their other friends went out and shot a fucking deer. Like I guess they went in like they walked like 6 hours in, and they shot a deer. They killed it. They skinned it, but it was so heavy. They forgot that they had to or they didn't forget, but they had to walk all the way back with all that fucking deer. I'm sure David's gonna correct me. But I guess like they had to leave some of it behind because it was too heavy and it was just slowing.
It's too heavy.
That's
you have to like dismember it out there, and like you take your knife and you just start sawing off legs, just cutting legs,
cutting legs,
cutting and gutting, baby.
Yeah, it's just not for me unless I had to, obviously. But we live in a society where we don't have to do that.
It's actually kind of. It's interesting too because where our food comes from is exponentially more gross than just hunting your own food.
Absolutely. Sight unseen. Who cares? I don't care. Tyson chicken. Tyson chicken all the way. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's fucked up.
Tyson chicken is like the worst.
It really is
the worst. They're so fucking bad.
Oh yeah. And yet,
so yeah, there you go.
I'm not going to get into anything else. So yeah, that's what we did. Hung out with friend of the pod, John. That was cool. Ate some good, delicious pizza. We had a lot of pizza. Went to 3 record stores. Hit up White Rabbit, which you've been to several times. We went to, and we both got a record there. I'll talk about mine next week, but I guess you could talk about yours. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. If you want to talk about it right now?
Or you don't talk about it at all. I don't care.
I got Queens of the Stone Age.
Yeah.
Repress. They had a lot of good shit at White Rabbit this week, but I don't want to spend too much money.
The point of it right there is because we went to Radiation. It's like the punk one, and they got a lot of cool shit there, like a lot of cool shit. Yeah. But like everything is double the price of what you should be paying.
Yeah.
Like literally double. They had an OG Bad Religion First Press. That's a $150 record. They wanted $300. They had an OG Mile for $500. Like, dude, that's not $500 record. They had that Bad Religion second record.
Yeah.
The Into the Unknown or whatever is their prog record that they fucking hate. Only pressed one time. They have for $600. Like, dude, you can buy it right now and discount for like $250.
I know, it's crazy, and people buy it. That's the thing. They had what was it? They had that Walk Among Us. Oh no, it was a Black Flag record. It might have been damaged. It was like $2,000. Like they had some 7-inches that are going for $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 up on the wall.
Yeah, that place is ridiculous. I absolutely hate that place. It was crowded. It was gross. It was unorganized. It was unfriendly. They're just playing shitty punk. Nobody says hi when you walk in. They didn't say bye when we left. You had to say bye first, and then he said bye.
That's true. But he's a cool guy.
Crap everywhere.
The guy there that day that was working that day, he's actually really cool, and he's very, very helpful. Like if you're looking for shit, he'll go out of his way to help you out. So he's actually really rad. The owner, Radiation, I hate that guy. Can't stand him. But
can't stand him.
But the store, yeah, it's I've told you for years since I've been going, like you'll never see another store like it. I mean, there is just stuff everywhere. Like you can't even the aisles are already very, very narrow, but they put stuff in the middle of every single aisle. So you're literally stepping over boxes of records and shirts and CDs and
junk.
yeah, just stuff.
And they mix a bunch of new records with used records, and their filing system is stupid. It's just it was the worst.
Yeah,
it was the worst.
But I mean, if you're looking for anything punk or metal, it's gonna be there. Like it's gonna fucking be there.
Just buy it on Discogs then. And like what we're seeing now, and I've already been seeing, and we've been seeing in our store, we're seeing record prices come down in the past like 6 months. Record prices are just coming down in general. I mean, just no one's stuck at home anymore, right? You were stuck at home, so you'd buy records and you'd pay whatever the fuck you wanted. Nobody's stuck at home anymore, so all that money that was only used on records is now being used on everything else.
Yeah.
And people are fucking broke as shit out here in the United States, and everyone's freaking out over this election. So, like, record prices came down. No one's spending money right now.
Yeah.
The fact that these guys' prices are that wild is, and then they have cash only put on some of their higher price records. Yeah. That's just shady. That's fucking shady. That makes me want to report them to like the IRS. It's so shady.
Don't do that. No, don't do that.
Fuck that shit.
IRS. As I get audited.
Yeah.
Next month.
I hate the IRS. They're the fucking worst. But if I have to pay my shit, you got to pay your shit. Fuck that.
Yeah. So that was Radiation. Hit up that place. I think we only spent maybe 15 minutes in there, and you're like,
I couldn't take it. I was like, I'm out.
And what's funny, there was like maybe 4 people in there besides us, so 6 people all together. But yet it was like we're constantly like, hey, excuse me, can you? I'm trying to get past you, and then you have to like go all the way down one aisle just to get past somebody. Like it was a pain. It was certainly a pain.
I hated it.
Yeah, and then we went to your family's little party, so. That was fun. It was cool.
Yeah, baby shower.
Baby shower for your sister.
Fun. Yeah.
Congratulations, Kaylin. Yeah, she ever even listens to this podcast.
She has probably done it once, maybe. I don't know.
8 years ago when you started.
8 years ago.
And then we went down to Costa Mesa, checked out where did we go? Oh, Factory Records.
Factory
Records.
That's
Costa Mesa
too. I forgot about that.
I warned you beforehand. This place is like a closet. I mean, it's the smallest record store I've ever been in. I'm indifferent about the owner. I think he has his cool moments. He has his not so cool moments. The dogs are barking. But yeah, no,
dogs are barking.
Like the small little inside of the store is pretty cool. He has some good shit in there, but it's so cramped you can't really move around. The records are so smashed into the fucking shelves you can't even flip through them. So it's a pain. And then he puts some stuff outside, but it's all pretty much chud. So
he had a lot of stuff. I mean, this is my little pretentiousness coming out from my record store, but he didn't have anything. I was like, oh wow, holy shit. At least White Rabbit had stuff that I was like, wow, holy shit.
And you bought one.
Reasonably priced. And then at Radiation, I was like, holy fuck, I can't believe you have this much stuff. This is actually amazing. But then you look at the prices and you look at the layout, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I'd rather just buy it online. Factory Records had none of that. Like nothing, none of that. There was no like personality to it. There was no, it wasn't cute. It wasn't warmy. He was fine. I didn't hate him or love him. He's whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, that place sucked. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Noise. But he did run a record label called Noise
back
Records.
in the 80s, like late 80s, early 90s.
And I guess some lady while we were there brought in some records to trade, and there was a Sublime 45 in there that was cut on Noise Records. And he was like, oh, where'd you get this from? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Why? He said, because see this right here? And he pointed, they said Noise Records. He's like, that's my record label. And see this guy right here, that name? He's like, that's me. She's like, what? And I was like, dude, that's fucking rad.
That is pretty rad. That's like,
holy shit.
That's a pretty cool flex on some random person.
That's crazy, huh?
It is pretty rad. She's kind of annoying. She's kind of annoying.
She was very annoying. Yeah. She, oh my god, she kept talking to her daughter, and I don't know. That was just an annoying family. The annoying family Robinson over there.
Well, I know he used to have a store, like an actual physical brick and mortar store, but I think it burned down like in the early 90s. And then I think he went on like this drug binge for a few years. At least that's what I've been told by, I'm not going to say who, but yeah, he was like really, he was a junkie for a few years. And then he got completely sober, and now he's been sober for like 30 years or some shit like that. Almost 30 years. But yeah, and then that's when he opened up Factory. But Yeah, like I said,
That's cool,
I'm a little bit
guess.
indifferent with the guy. I've had bad moments with him. I've had, or not bad, but just kind of, God, you're not the nicest dude. But I don't know, whatever.
Maybe people just don't like you.
Could be, could be. I mean, I get along with other people, other record stores I go to.
Eh,
I go to program. I fucking hang out there for like, I don't know, for like 45 minutes, just chilling with the guy. Same with White
eh,
Rabbit. I just sit there and just fucking shoot the shit with Tracy.
eh. Tracy calls me after you leave, and he has some other choice words about it.
I still want to get my hands on that fucking CD that Tracy from White Rabbit. He had,
Oh yeah,
yeah, the OG bass player from Descendants. He was in a band with him, and they recorded some shit together. And he played me the tracks in the store once, and I'm like, damn, dude, this shit's really good. But I said, is there any way I could just like take it home and rip it or something? And he's like, no, dude, I'd have to get permission, but I can't. I wouldn't feel right letting you do that. Like, God damn, dude,
just give me it.
I know, because Tracy plays guitar in the band or in that little band or whatever, and dude, he was fucking cool, man. Cool punk rock. But anyway,
So I did just fine with the it's called, so like his record label is called Noise 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 Records, and like the sister label of that was called Insta Noise Records,
mm-hmm.
and Sublime's 45 or 7-inch from 94, that was the work that we do. 45, that was through Insta Noise Records.
Okay.
And so that's what he was talking about on the backside of it. That's when he pointed that lady and was like, oh, this is my record label. That's me. But of course there was no fucking 45 in that thing.
Oh, there was nothing in it? Oh, I didn't know that.
That was just a sleeve.
Oh shit. God damn. What single was it? I don't even remember what single it was.
Work That We Do.
Oh, was it where? Oh, you literally just said that.
I just said that. That's okay though.
Literally just said that.
We don't listen.
Well, okay. And then after that we went to Green Cheek Brewery. You got that hat that you're wearing right now. You're literally wearing that hat right now.
Super sick hat.
Yeah.
Boom, baby. Got so many compliments today on this. They're like, oh my God, is that from Green Cheek Brewery in Orange County with the Ducks?
Yeah.
Collab? And I was like, yeah, it is. Like, wow, that's so cool. You're cool. That's what they said.
I believe it. So yeah, then we went there, hung out with a friend of the pod, John, and then we just went home and just ate some pizza, drank beer, and watched more Star Wars. Spun a lot of records. We listened to a lot of fucking records. All these records behind me. We listened to every single record behind me, but not really. But yeah, we did listen to a lot.
Did you put them all back?
Put them all back yesterday. Yeah.
Was it fun putting them back? I'm like, oh yeah.
It was kind of cool. I'm like, oh, I forgot we listened to this. Should I have listened to this one? It was fun. But it was a big pile.
I like keeping all the
pile was like this.
It was a big pile.
It was like probably, I don't know, maybe 30 records, something like that. 25, 30 records. A lot.
It's fun putting them back. I like putting them back. I like putting them back because I get to reminisce. I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. I'm actually want to listen to this one again.
Yeah, it was cool.
We spun a lot.
We did spin a lot.
Mostly in the punk realm because it was kind of like the punker weekend, but it was good.
Yeah, I got through a few NoFX records. Got some Bouncing Souls, Blink. It's good. Good stuff.
No Descendants.
Yeah, and I have 4 Descendants records. Wait, do I have 4?
Which ones do you have?
Yeah, I do have 4.
Milo, Grow Up.
All, and I have Hypercaphium Spassinate.
Spassinate?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. That's a great record, man. It's a great record, dude.
No, it's cool.
There you go. That was your thing for the weekend too. That was like your face the entire fucking weekend.
When you sit next to a mirror, how do you not look into the mirror constantly?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, that was what we did. I guess it's not very exciting for most people, but I mean, we listened to a lot of cool shit. I'm happy we got to spin a lot of records. You got to see my system. This is the first time you've seen my new,
yeah,
my new turntable. My whole setup is all brand new. It's all
good.
Brand new.
It's a good setup. A couple things I don't like, but it's a good setup.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Well, you take the dust cover off and put it on the side. I'll just keep it on.
No, I don't want to keep it. I like seeing the record spin. I like seeing
the record spin. I like dust cover. I like seeing
the different colors, the different variants on the LP.
You can see it if the dust cover is at a 45-degree angle.
No. Why would I need to know? Because they look stupid. And also, if you have the dust cover on and you have it lifted up, because we watch all the movies on a projector on this wall right here, and so if you have the dust cover up, it's gonna obstruct the view of the projector. So there you go. That's why I don't do it.
The brightest fucking room I've ever been in too with a projector.
during the day.
Even at night for some reason.
Because I had the fucking
I don't
lamp
know
on.
how you pulled that off.
There was a small little
It was
lamp
brighter.
on in the corner.
It was brighter at night than it was during the
You're
day in that place. I couldn't even.
And I put
believe
up a blackout curtain during the day anyway.
It's like 40 days of night, but it was light when we were there.
40 days of light. Okay.
40 days of light.
All right. Well, that's stupid. That's stupid.
It's like that.
Yes, that was pretty much what we did. Just hung out. So, I don't know. There's not really much going on outside of NoFX breaking up and all that shit. Yeah, that's happened.
Did you see that at the Lido in Newport or Costa Mesa or wherever the fuck the Lido is? They refurbed the stage and they redid it.
I don't know what the Lido is.
The Lido's the little concert venue. I think it's in Newport. Maybe it's Huntington. One of the beaches.
Oh, right next to the pier, right?
But they had a concert there. I think like 2 nights ago. Do you know who it was? Maybe it was last night or Monday night.
I have no idea.
Sugar Ray.
No shit.
They had Sugar Ray play.
Did they play Lemonade and Brownies in its entirety?
I mean, I only caught some of the music, and I like that Mark is self-aware that these songs are stupid because he was singing like every morning there's a halo hanging. He's like, why did I write that? As he's singing too, it's so funny.
I do like that. I do like that a lot.
But he's singing something though. The singing was something.
Just off key and just
okay. Everything you would hate to hear from a singer is what he did.
What he did. I mean, in the end, he's not a very good singer, and he's always said he's not.
But it was fun.
Okay.
But it was fun.
We should have gone.
So,
we should have gone.
Should have gone.
Should have stayed.
Got a gun.
All right.
I would have seen that. I would have liked to see that. That would have been cool.
Yeah, if it was like on one of the nights you were here, absolutely. But I think, but it's in Huntington, right? Where you're talking about next to the pier.
It's either Huntington or Newport. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's like where Main Street ends in Huntington, next to the pier right there, and then there's that little it's all stone, like concrete, right? Or at least it used to.
No, maybe it's in Newport then. Because I don't see where it would be in Huntington.
There's a small little. I don't even want to really call it a stage.
Because it's always been there. They just refurbed it. And I saw the outside facade. I don't remember ever seeing that in Huntington.
I don't know then. I don't know.
It was Newport or Laguna. One of the beaches.
In Noops.
One of the beaches.
In Noops.
Noops.
All right, cool. We got anything else?
That's it. That's all we got.
Thank you all for listening. We were very hyper regional, but that's okay.
Fuck 'em.
Keep making faces. So yeah, thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends, share all the posts. We're in punk season, baby. We started punk season with Bad Brains. Now we're moving on to Misfits. So stay tuned for that. And that's it. That's all.